The ape specifically arranged for a female human to get close to him, but surprisingly, the man showed absolutely no interest in this female the entire time. Instead, his eyes remained fixated on the female ape doctor outside the cage. At this moment, the female doctor was full of curiosity, eager to learn about human reproductive methods. Little did she know, the man was suddenly waiting for an opportunity, and he lunged forward to grab the female doctor. Fortunately, the nearby guards reacted quickly and stopped him in time. Although offended by this seemingly vulgar human, the female doctor had already developed a fondness for the man. Not only did she not hold him accountable or punish him, she also specially gave him and that female human a chance to go outside for some fresh air. The man was completely unwilling to interact with his uncivilized kind. When the female doctor came to visit again, he immediately crouched down and anxiously wrote characters on the ground. However, the female doctor did not see his actions. The arrival of the ape minister of science interrupted the man's plan. While the apes were conversing privately, the writing on the ground was completely ruined by a primitive human. The two of them broke into a fierce altercation on the spot. The man missed an excellent opportunity to prove himself to the apes. His outdoor recreation privileges were also permanently revoked. On the man's way back to the cell, escorted by the guards, the remaining traces of writing on the ground happened to be seen by the Minister of Science. But he didn't show the slightest look of surprise. Instead, he immediately used his cane to wipe the writing completely clean. Locked back in his cell, the man was full of disappointment and helplessness. Unexpectedly, the female doctor also followed him to the cell door. He seized the fleeting opportunity, grabbed the female doctor again, and managed to snatch the pen and paper she carried with her. This bold and outrageous move resulted in him getting a brutal beating, but he still successfully wrote down his message. After seeing the note, the female doctor felt incredibly shocked. She couldn't believe that humans, who were at the absolute bottom of this planet's hierarchy, could actually write complete sentences. So she immediately took the man to her residence, intending to study this strange man in front of her in depth. But after the female doctor's fiancé saw the note, he looked completely disdainful. He was a senior archaeologist, and he was absolutely certain that humans had never learned to write. To prove himself to these two apes, August started writing non-stop on the paper. He told them about all his experiences, and also gave them a detailed account of the advanced civilization on Earth. On Earth, there were not only high-speed cars, but also airplanes that could fly freely in the sky, and even spaceships capable of traveling through the universe had been built. August was one of the astronauts conducting interstellar exploration. His spaceship made a crash landing on this planet due to a malfunction. When he was captured by the apes as a primitive man, he was accidentally shot in the neck, causing damage to his vocal cords, which was why he had been unable to speak. Even though August honestly confessed all this information, the doctor's fiancé still refused to believe his words. He thought this human might have a little bit of intelligence, but was absolutely a complete lunatic. How could there possibly be a civilization that mastered flight technology, let alone by humans, who were viewed by apes as the lowest of the low? Seeing that they still didn't believe him, August directly presented the most compelling piece of evidence. When the paper airplane landed at their feet, both apes revealed expressions of sheer disbelief. Then August pointed out on the map the crash site of his spaceship. That place happened to be a forbidden zone for the ape clan. Unexpectedly, right at this moment, the Minister of Science suddenly barged in. Without a word, he ordered his men to tie August up and take him out, and he swiftly crushed the paper airplane. The next morning, just as August was sleeping with his arms around that woman, an ape suddenly opened the cage, wanting to take August away. So, while the ape was putting a rope around him, August took the chance to shove the ape to the ground. He then grabbed a club and knocked him unconscious, and seized the opportunity to escape from the cage. Unfamiliar with the roads here, August ran wildly through the streets. It didn't take long before he was caught by the apes with a large net. Right at this critical moment, August actually opened his mouth and spoke.
Take your stinking paws off!
Seeing that a human was actually capable of speech, all the apes present were shocked stiff in their tracks. Afterward, August was taken to the apes' court. All the judges unanimously believed that August's ability to speak must have been the result of modifications by the ape doctor. Just as the judge was about to sentence August to death, August said that he had companions who could also speak, and that his companion could help prove his case. So the judge gathered all the humans together, letting August identify his companion. Just as August was feeling happy about finding his companion, he discovered that his companion had already been subjected to brain surgery by the apes. Looking at his companion who was now acting like a fool, a furious August charged straight at the nearby judge, but doing so had absolutely no effect. Before long, he was pinned to the ground and taken back to his cage. Just as August was locked back in his cage, a chimpanzee suddenly appeared in front of him. This chimpanzee told the guard watching August that August needed to be transferred somewhere else now. However, the guard felt very confused. He hadn't received any orders to transfer August at all. So the guard asked the male chimp to show the transfer documents. Otherwise he couldn't take August away. After handing the documents to the guard, the male chimp immediately gestured to August that he was going to rescue him. While the guard was checking the documents, the male chimp took the opportunity to pick up a wooden club nearby. When the guard turned back around, the male chimp quickly shoved him against August's cage. August then immediately grabbed the guard tightly. Just like that, the guard was knocked out by the male chimp with the wooden club. Then, the male chimp opened August's cage. August didn't choose to run away right away. He ran to that woman's cage, and helped open her cage as well. After rescuing the woman, they immediately escaped outside. When August and the others got outside, they found that the female chimp had already prepared a getaway carriage for them, so they quickly fled the area. The female chimp drove the carriage, taking August and the woman all the way out to the remote outskirts. The male chimp was also waiting there to meet them. In order to prevent the other apes from tracking them, the male chimp and August decided to hide out in the ape forbidden zone first. Just like that, after a long and grueling trek, they finally arrived at the ape forbidden zone. After arriving at the forbidden zone, August started by shaving off his beard. The woman next to him kept staring at him in curiosity. She had never seen a human shave before. August's behavior also piqued the curiosity of the two chimps.
Why did you do that? Scrape off your hair.
In my world, when I left it, only kids your age wore beards.
Beards? I don't go in for fads. Somehow, it makes you look less intelligent.
After August finished shaving, he asked the chimps to take him into the cave in the forbidden zone to take a look. Just as they were about to enter the cave, a troop of apes suddenly appeared in the distance. Seeing that the old ape had brought guards to chase them down, August immediately aimed his gun at the old ape, and warned him to have his soldiers evacuate the area immediately. The old ape also signaled to the soldiers that they could leave. Once the other soldiers had left, August brought the old ape into the cave with them as well. After entering the cave, the male chimp showed them the human remains that had been dug up previously. Through their research, they discovered that these remains were likely human bones from about 1,000 years ago. The male chimp confirmed through the artifacts in the cave that humans from 1,000 years ago were actually far more advanced than they were. But the old ape strongly opposed his viewpoint. He simply could not accept that past human civilizations could be more advanced than the apes. At this moment, the female chimp pointed to a ragdoll nearby. She believed that this doll left behind by humans was the best proof. But the old ape still disagreed with her claim, because many apes also had similar humanoid dolls. But the male chimp continued to explain, saying that this doll was found underneath the human remains. He was certain that this doll definitely belonged to humans, but the old ape refused to listen to his explanation any further. The old ape casually tossed the doll next to the woman. The woman curiously picked up the doll. Just as she was fiddling with the doll suddenly made a sound. This bizarre phenomenon terrified all the apes present. Right at this moment, a burst of gunfire suddenly rang out from outside. They immediately ran out, only to find that the ape soldiers who had retreated earlier were charging up again. August wasn't someone to be messed with either. He directly engaged in a firefight with the ape soldiers. Then, he took the old ape hostage, threatening the ape soldiers to retreat immediately. August tied the old ape to a dead tree. After dressing down this high and mighty ape, he directly left the area with the woman and enough supplies. He was going to find the truth for himself.
What will he find out there, Doctor?
His destiny.
August rode a horse along the coastline with the woman, looking just like a normal couple. But suddenly, August seemed to have discovered something, and he had a complete mental breakdown.
I'm home. You maniac! You blew it up!